How to drive in Costa Rica. Hola amigos, this is Ozzy from Wanderlust Syndrome, where the voyage is contagious. Today I'm here in La Fortuna, Costa Rica, staying at the wonderful, amazing Casa Luna Hotel and Spa. I'm going to talk to you about how to drive in Costa Rica. For those who have been doing their homework, researching about whether to drive or not in Costa Rica, I'm here to clear this video up for you. I think there's a lot of misinformation talking about how dangerous Costa Rica is to drive. I'm telling you right now, it's one of the easiest things in the world to do if you're smart and have common sense. I'm here to give you some tips about how to drive in Costa Rica. 1. Tolls. For many of you, you're going to fly into San Jose, and if you decide to rent a car like I did, you should bring some colones. Now I know there's going to be some people who say no, you don't need colones, but I'm telling you that you should bring some colones, and the reason is you are going to probably end up paying tolls. Now you might use Google Maps to avoid them, but you're going to see that when you do that, the drive is longer. So for instance, if you're looking to go from San Jose to Monteverde like I did, if you go to Google Maps and hit tolls, you're going to see that that ride is a 3-hour ride. If you take the tolls to go to that place, it cuts it by maybe about an hour. So you need to pay the tolls, and it's very helpful that you do to save time. Also, if you want to go to the major malls in San Jose, you gotta pay some tolls. The tolls cost about 440 colones to 770 colones. They're not that expensive, it's very cheap. On top of that, there are times where they'll let you go through and you don't have to pay any tolls. It is worth paying the tolls to get to your destination the fastest as possible. 2. Tico Driving. Costa Ricans are very aggressive on top of not paying attention to their driving. When you are driving in Costa Rica, Ticos will cut you off. You can come to a 4 intersection stop signs. You could be the first one who stops while the second Tico driver comes, and they just go regardless of what the fact that you stop first. A lot of that will happen. On top of that, you might get cut off. You have people riding bicycles and motorcycles cutting you off. You have a lot of things to worry about when you're driving in Costa Rica, particularly if you're going through San Jose. You just gotta keep your wits about you. Like I said, Ticos are very aggressive drivers. Sometimes they don't follow the laws. I'm telling you firsthand, they'll say that you have 2 yellow lines. For everybody else around the world, 2 yellow lines means you do not pass. Ticos don't care about that. They will pass you in a heartbeat. You can be in a mountain doing a curve or going uphill. They will pass you if they think you're too slow, and they don't care without seeing the car coming in towards them. So they will pass you at all. So just stay the speed limit if you have to, and also take your time. And if you get passed at some point, just let them pass. It's no biggie. Just keep going your way and be safe. 3. Roads. Alright, I brought up roads in my second point. The third point is the roads. I heard many times that you have to worry about potholes. I'm telling you right now that Costa Ricans do a really awesome job maintaining their roads, and you won't see as many potholes as you might hear, but just in case, just pay attention for them. But they're not everywhere as many people mention them. What you need to focus on is the dirt roads. They're not built, and they go up hills, and they're curvy, and you have to go at a certain pace, and they do have dirt potholes, I like to call them, in which they're very deep, and if you hit them, and they're all over the place, if you hit them, you're gonna get a bumpy ride, and you might damage your brakes a little bit. But the dirt roads is what you need to be focused on. They're poorly marked. They don't tell you where to go. If you have a GPS, you might lose signal, so you might be on your own. Make sure you bring a paper map with you so you know where you're going. For the most part, the signal that we use the local Claro for when we bought the Sims to put in the phone, so the GPS works. Now, some of you might be asking, should I use Google Maps or Waze? To be honest, talking to many of the Ticos here, it does not matter. They both work, so use whatever is happy. Some people say Waze works better than Google Maps. It just depends on what you're comfortable with and what helps. But keep in mind, when you're driving on the roads, the paved roads, for the most part, they are really good. Costa Ricans really work hard to keep up with the roads. It's just the dirt roads that are not built yet that you have to worry. Number 4, the police. Just understand that there's not that many police, and if you do see police or an ambulance, they keep their lights on. And for some reason, unlike where I live in the States, where if they turn on your lights, you pull to the side because you never know, you might be in trouble, or you need to pull to the side because the ambulance or the cops need to go to your destination to help people. Here, they keep their lights on, and don't freak out. Just keep driving. You don't have to pull over. Just realize that they're just there to let you know that they are the law enforcement and ambulance. When you know when you have to pull over, they'll start putting a siren on. You'll hear it. You'll know when to move over. They'll be speeding a little bit to try to get you to pull over, and just do it then. But for the most part, don't freak out if you see a police driving behind you or an ambulance driving behind you. You see lights, don't freak out. Just keep going. Just go to your destination, follow the speed limit, and just play it safe. 5, gas. When you rent a car in Costa Rica, even though you can have a big group of family, their luggage, your luggage, all in the car, these vehicles are actually pretty good on gas. I can tell you, as I have been driving from San Jose to Monteverde, from Monteverde to La Fortuna, which is a lot of driving, I haven't had to stop for gas at one point during this filming of the video. I believe when I am going from La Fortuna to Manuel Antonio, I'm going to fill up at some point, because it's going to be a long drive. It's about 4 hours, but even so, gas is really good on these vehicles. I mean, they don't use so many gas, but here are some good tips to save you some gas so you don't have to go often. The wonderful thing about Costa Rica is that it is a mountainous country. Of course, depending on the rental vehicle you have, you're going to hit the accelerator to the floor. And even if you do, it's going to stall a bit as it's trying to work its tail off to climb up the mountain. The good part is when you go downhill, you can let momentum be your friend and let the car in a safe manner. As you're going downhill, you just let momentum work for you, and you can save gas that way. That's how I've been able to save a lot of gas. I haven't spent any money on gas so far because I've been letting my car go down the mountain or hill in a safe manner without having to hit the brakes or accelerate a lot. So I think that's what many of you would like to do, not have to spend so much money on gas while you're on vacation. You can use that money for fun and entertainment. Another thing that we use is the automatic speed controller, in which you hit the button and it stays at the steady speed during the entire trip. In most Costa Rican vehicles I know, in mine, it does not have that. So you're going to be using your accelerator foot a long time to control your brakes and speed, and that's going to be very tiring. But if you use it effectively, it can help you save gas. So make sure you try to stay at a steady speed. Also, make sure you don't speed too much, because that will eat up a lot of gas. But if you do that, you'll save money on gas. Hi, my name is Ozzy Henry, and you're on my channel, Wanderlust Syndrome. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and share this video, and come along with my journey as I explore the world and sharing unique views, advice, and stories.